few weeks ago, I was finishing up my cardio. I do 2 cardio sessions right now. I've been working it up. It's around like 4 miles, I believe. So I'm running 8 to 10 miles a week, and it's great. It's outdoor. I hate treadmills, so I'm running around the city, going up hills, going down hills. I love it, man. Getting a lot of sunshine. It's fantastic. I'm just an absolute sweaty Betty behemoth. And so at the end of my run, I have to go up this big hill. And when I was finishing up my run a few weeks ago, I saw this old man, and I just like to wave at people when I'm running. I just say hello. I kind of kept that South American culture in me. Everyone would say buenas, good day, that friendly vibe. So I say hello to everybody. And I said hello to this man, this elderly man, big beard. And he looked at me and he said, "Why?" He's like, "Why are you doing this to yourself?" I'm like, "I'm sorry." He's like, why are you out here running in the blazing hot sun, all sweaty, panting? Like, I don't understand. Like, why are you doing this? He was deeply, like, disturbed by me doing cardio. Like, it was just totally out of his grasp. You know, to him, it's like, this is a waste of time, and it's stupid and painful and uncomfortable. And in that moment, I realized, oh, he just doesn't get it. I'm not going to sit here and try to be like, well, it's good for your heart, and it's good for this, and the blood flow, and your longevity, and it's a good way to challenge yourself, and it's good for your masculinity, and it's, good for recovery. I'm not going to go down the list. I just said, because I want to. That's all I told him. That's all he needed to hear. I don't need to justify it. It's because I want to, man, because I have the right to. So if you don't already understand it, I got to finish this session. This is what I was saying in my head. I'm like, I'm not going to just sit around and yap all day to you, sir. Like, your time's kind of up. if you don't get it by now, you're never going to get it, Peace be upon you. But yeah, I told him because I want to. And it's funny, guys. It's really funny because I was talking with a longtime supporter of the channel. Shout out to you. You know who you are on Instagram. And we were saying it's ironic because we live in a time where everything's readily accessible to us. It's incredibly convenient and comfortable. You can become whoever you want. You can go anywhere in the world, fast, quickly, relatively cheaply, if you will. Okay, inflation's on the rise, but also wages have never been quote unquote so high. You can, learn a new skill very fast. You can use AI to help you learn a new skill. You could be whoever you want, and you can completely transform your life and transform your social circle and just do we live in unprecedented times where we don't have people knocking on our doors constricting us to go to war. It's nuts. Like, we're living in an absolute renaissance. But why is it that suicide's on the rise, drug abuse is on the rise, depression and anxiety and loneliness and pair bonding? Pair bonding is going down, but all these negative things are going up. Loneliness is going up. Isolation, male virginity is going up. Hell, even female. I'm not too sure about the stats on virginity, but I know from my own experience and friends of friends where a lot of women in metropolitan cities are super lonely. They're very, very lonely, and they're just kind of all in their own worlds. And I see it. I see it in modern life. I see it in when people are going about their lives, and it's crazy. Like, how is it? And it's because of this, guys. And this is why it's so important that you're all on your self-development journey, because we only do the things we have to do. We only do things we must absolutely do. We only do things when our quote-unquote life is on the line, or that we have severe negative consequences if we don't do it. That's our primal wiring. If you think back to your life where, oh crap, I finished that assignment and I waited last minute. Why did you wait last minute? Why is it that when assignments come last minute, or it's time to cram for the exam, why is it that you get all this crazy drive and a fire under your ass to do it? It's because you get this reality check of oh man, if I don't do it, I'm gonna have to waste more time redoing it. I'm gonna make a fool out of myself. My friends are gonna think I'm done. My parents are gonna be like, shame on you. All this stuff is bzz, and all of a sudden you just go ballistic. It's where did all this motivation come from? And that's what the modern man doesn't understand. That's what the man who's walking around in a walking daze, in effect to the world, who's oh, I don't see the point. going to the gym, challenging myself to improve here and, cut weight and improve my social skills and try, this and meditation and learning a new skill or working online or changing careers or anything that is vaguely uncomfortable, anything that is against the grain. That's why a lot of people are miserable. If we do not invoke discomfort now and sacrifice now, we will be another statistic. You will be another depressed kid. You'll be another anxious, isolated bloke. You'll end up having a midlife crisis in your 40s and you end up blowing the plug. Now, it's a loaded subject. There's actually a lot more to that. But generally speaking, the comfort and the access is not natural. It's not natural to humans. We're not built for this. As much as it's awesome and we should be grateful for it and make use of it, we're not designed to. So the way that we can make use of this is to constantly invoke discomfort, 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 constantly in increments. It's like a muscle we have to build in our mind in different avenues of life. But that is how we thrive in the modern world. As men, that is our period. That is our fertility cycle, is mastering discomfort. And the more that you do that, the more comfortable you actually become, the more fulfilled you become in a capital C comfort or capital F way that is lasting and, doesn't involve you being another statistic, man. So that's my 2 cents, guys. If you're watching this video, God bless you. You're on the right track. Keep challenging yourself, okay? You might have days where you're just like, oh man, like I should just cop out. What's the point? But this is why we do it. This is why we do it. We don't want to end up as another statistics. You need to be an example to God, to your community, to your peers, to your brother, to your friends, to your family. You need to be the fucking man. You know what I'm saying? You have the knowledge. You can break a generations upon generations of cycles. And if you were like me, growing up fatherless, you never had that. You never really had that in your life. So now you have the opportunity to do that for yourself and do it for your children or to a wider community. So peace and love to all of you, man. I'll see you on the next one.